We're not gonna have much of this left.
The sun's going down, Rex. I guess you're gonna have to take me home now.
Yeah, good old son. We bid you farewell. You want the road?
Jane Carter. She's a bit bruised up, and I think she's in shock, but she should be okay.
Well, our folks would be glad to hear that. What about Rex Walker? His father called again a few minutes ago.
Rex is dead, Pete. Looks like an animal attack. Ted and Vance are a few minutes behind me, and they're bringing in the body. Did you call Ruth?
Yeah, she and Stephen are expecting him.
Good. I'm on my way there now. You better get your car and meet me out there. Hey, and while you're at it, give the mayor a call and let him know what's going on.
Us what had happened.
Ted and Vance are on their way here now with Rex's body.
Stephen, she's in a state of shock. Help me get her into the house.
Okay, Aunt Ruth.
Well, I don't know. The doc just took her in.
What do you want us to do with Rex?
Well, let's leave him in the car for now.
Hi, Vance. Ted.
Hi, Stephen. How's it going?
Okay until now. Is the body in here, Sheriff?
Yeah. Come on, I'll show you.
God!
What do you think, Doc? Wild animal?
It looks that way, but I can't be sure.
We'd better move Rex inside now.
Well, would you boys help Stephen?
Sure. Morning, Jack.
Hello, Bert.
Rex Walker, huh? How's Mary Jane?
She's in shock, but she'll be okay.
She say anything about what happened?
Shock, Bert. She didn't say anything.
Oh, right. What about Rex? How bad's the body?
Pretty bad. Must have been some kind of big animal. Apparently, he and Mary Jane were parked out near the river.
Doesn't make sense that an animal would attack them in the car. But whatever it is, you and Pete better get out there and find it.
Don't worry, we will.
Looks like we're getting an audience, Sheriff.
That's all we need.
Jack, you better get rid of them. Look, I'm going back to my office. Let me know when you hear anything from Ruth.
I'll keep in touch.
Okay. Pete, want to give me a ride back to town?
Sure thing, Mayor.
Okay.
Hey, you guys are gonna have to get out of here.
Wait a minute, Sheriff. We heard what happened to Rex, and we want to help you.
You heard?
Yeah, we heard your call to Pete on my scanner.
Yeah, you're gonna need help, Sheriff.
Look, this is strictly police work right now. The best thing you can do is keep your eyes open, and if you see anything, a bear or a bobcat, let us know right away.
How can we see anything if we don't go look for it?
Rex wasn't looking for it, was he?
Really nice here.
Yeah, it's really nice. Listen, why don't you look at me instead of the fish?
Oh, no. I said no.
Well, if you're going to be like that, I'll see you back at the car. you okay? What happened? You all right?
Yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, I'm all right. What's happened? I can't remember.
Mary Jane seems to be doing a little bit better right now.
Aunt Ruth, I've been looking at these wounds, and something is not quite right.
Why? What are you talking about?
Well, look at the wounds. A mountain lion or a bear would have clawed Rex, but this looks as though something extremely sharp had penetrated the skin and then had been pulled out very quickly. And if you look closely, there's some sort of secretion around each of the wounds.
I think we'd better wait before we make any conclusions until we've done a thorough autopsy.
Hello? Oh, hi, Edie.
Hi, Stephen. I'm calling to follow up on Rex. I can hardly believe I'm writing a story like this.
Yes, I know.
How's Mary Jane?
Oh, I think she'll be okay. Mm-hmm.
Jack said that Ruth was handling the autopsy. Can I speak to her?
Sure, hold on.
Hi, Ruth. Any clues to what happened?
Well, I can't give you too much information yet.
The two boys who found Rex seemed to think it was done by a bear. Can you confirm that?
I suppose it's possible it was some sort of big animal. But we won't know until after the autopsy. No, I can't give you any more information right now.
Well, I can't go to press without mentioning a likely cause of death. Ruth, that's when rumors start. Okay. Would it be fair to say that the likely cause of death at press time was an attack by a large animal?
Oh, I'm sure it would be all right if you at least alerted everyone that a wild animal might be on the loose. It wouldn't hurt to have people on the lookout. Oh, no trouble, Edie. Okay. Goodbye.
Bye-bye.
I still say the sheriff's going to need help.
Let it ride, man. He said not to butt in.
So what? There's no law against us going out and looking around.
Screw it. They're not going to give a reward for the animal.
Yeah, and it's cold as hell up in those hills.
I'll drink to that.
What is it with you guys? I mean, we could probably track this animal down and kill it without any trouble. And it would be better than sitting around here and doing nothing. Come on. Come on, let's do it.
All right.
Hey, that's more like it. I'll give Susan a call.
Susan? What do we want to take her for?
Yeah, that's stupid.
No, it's not stupid. She's a cool chick and we're going to take her with us. You guys got it? Come on, let's get started. Now look, we all stick together. Something might happen if we get separated. Together, we have 3 guns against the target.
I still say we're nuts to take her.
Now look, man, We're taking her. Now, she'll be okay as long as she stays in between us.
Come on, will you two stop arguing? Let's get started.
Look, Ethan, I warned them earlier today not to go looking for the animal. I mean, I can only do so much. Yeah, I realized they were just kids. Ruth's doing the autopsies now, but she's pretty sure it was the same animal. Same types of wounds. Uh-huh. Well, look, Edie, your best bet's to talk to Ruth, you know? I mean, she can tell you more than I can. Yeah. Okay. Right. Goodbye.
Our over-anxious girl reporter, huh?
Yeah, she wanted to know about Ernie, Clay, and Richie.
You tell her what Susan said about a monster killing them?
No. I think Susan was just a little hysterical. The shock and everything, you know?
Like Mary Jane, huh?
Yeah. The doc says Mary Jane's coming around a little, but she hasn't said anything yet.
So we're gonna go out looking for the animal first thing in the morning?
Yeah. I think we'll start over here near the river. Near where they found Rex Walker. And then we can circle on around down here to the south.
It's gonna be tough, Sheriff. They're calling for 5 or more inches of snow tonight.
Yeah, I heard the forecast. Well, maybe the cold will slow this animal down and we'll have a better crack at catching up to it.
I've never seen anything like this, Jack. Ed Miller's body has all the signs of some rare childhood disease called progeria.
Pro what?
Progeria. It's a rare childhood disease that causes an acceleration of the aging process. The skin ages and wrinkles, and the person develops arthritis, arteriosclerosis. The internal organs deteriorate and fail.
You mean there really is a disease like that?
Oh, yes, but it's very rare. Little research has been done on it.
And that's what Ed Miller died from?
Well, I don't think so. Number one, it's a disease that afflicts children only, as far as we know. Number two, Ed's body has deteriorated beyond old age, almost to the point of being a decayed corpse. The blood, the internal organs, dehydrated.
But it could be this disease you're talking about?
I wish I could say yes, Jack. That would make things so much easier. But progeria is a progressive disease that takes a longer period of time. And everyone knows that Ed Miller was in town just yesterday.
That's right, Sheriff. Saw him coming out of the grocery store.
Yeah, I know. I saw him myself. Well, I guess we'll have to chalk Ed Miller's death up to unknown reasons for right now. Now, what do you have on Rex Walker?
Jack, I don't know what's going on around here. Besides being mangled, Rex's body was loaded with some sort of very lethal poison. As far as Stephen and I could ascertain, the poison entered the body through the flesh wounds.
Which means it couldn't have been a bear or a bobcat that killed Rex. So, where does that leave us?
Oh, hello, Ruth. I just came from your place. Stephen told me what happened to Ed Miller. Let me ask you, do you have any other conclusions?
There are no other conclusions at this point, Bert. Look, I gotta get back to the office. Jack, if anything else turns up, I'll let you know.
Okay, Ruth.
I'll talk to you later, Ruth.
What the hell's going on, Jack?
I wish I knew, Bert.
You wish you knew? This kind of thing can give Perry Hill a bad name.
And you're worried about that damned amusement park they want to build outside of town?
Amusement park? Jack, we're talking about a $30 million entertainment complex. I mean, it could mean hundreds of thousands of dollars a year for this town.
Yeah, and 100,000 headaches, too. Look, Bert, I don't care about that damn complex, and I don't care about how much money it brings to you, to the town, or to anybody. All I know is we've got 5 killings on our hands, and I think we ought to call in the state police.
Oh, Jack, don't talk like that. Whatever it is, you and Pete can solve it. You're our elected law officers. We don't need any outside help.
Now I want you to get cracking on this. And I want some answers, and I want them soon. The longer it takes to solve this, the more the chance of something leaking out. And I won't have any bad publicity. Especially not now. Whether you like it or not, Jack, this complex is going to mean a lot to this town.
Whatever you say.
Jack, stick it out with me. I've got confidence in you and Pete. Look, I'll be home if you need me.
Well, guess we got our work cut out for us, huh?
Yeah, old buddy. Guess we better get started.
Where's everybody at? I guess they're all staying indoors with all these killings.
A lot of guts, huh?
It's really been bad for business.
Mayor Wicker?
That's right.
Hi, Mayor. My name is Benjamin Zachary. Could I talk with you a minute?
Sure. Come on in. Have a seat.
Thank you.
Now, what can I do for you, Mr. Zachary?
Well, this is going to sound a little strange, Mayor. I'm from over in Harford County. I work at the Garrett Observatory there.
Oh, sure. I'm somewhat familiar with that.
Anyway, 2 nights ago, I observed a small meteorite that did enter the atmosphere. I tracked it down as much as possible, and it seemingly hit the Earth. Well, by my estimation, it hit somewhere on the north side of your town.
A meteor?
Yes, that's why I came here. I'm somewhat of an adventurer. I've dedicated my life to the study and research of strange phenomena. I've made a few expeditions to places like the Himalayas, the Amazon.
Bigfoot and all that, huh?
Right. Well, I guess when you come down to it, Mayor, I'm one of those people who believe that there are unknown life forms, both here on Earth and on other worlds. In fact, that's why I began working at the observatory.
This meteor, nobody around here reported seeing or hearing anything.
Well, I don't doubt that. It hit, that is, if it really did hit, around 4 in the morning. Man, like I said, it was very small to begin with. No, I'd say that it hit around 8 to 10 miles out in the hills. So it's not likely that anybody would have seen it in the first place.
Sounds a little wild. A meteor landing here.
Maybe landing. Oh, that's why I looked you up. I just wanted to let you know that I'll be poking around these hills for a couple of days, if that's all right with you.
Oh, of course it's all right with me. But those hills are dangerous. We've had a lot of snow up there the last few days.
I'm aware of that.
I suppose I should warn you, Mr. Zachary. There's some sort of vicious animal loose around here. Several of our citizens have been killed in the past few days.
I'm sorry to hear that. I'd like to know more about these killings, if you don't mind. Maybe I can help somehow.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You see, I've got this pretty big business venture cooking for this town. Involves a huge entertainment complex being built right outside of Perry Hill. And these killings, bad publicity, you know what I mean.
How the hell is he going to help, Bert? Now, that's all I need is another untrained person running around in those woods. I don't care what he says, Bert. Do you know for a fact that this man is trained for this kind of thing? No, it's not like you to take to a stranger so easily, Bert. And this guy sounds like a crackpot to me. But you're the boss. No way, no. You take him out to the North Ridge area. I'm not. You can fire me if you want, but I'm not going to take this guy out on a wild goose chase. Yeah. Yeah, goodbye.
What was that all about?
Some guy named Zachary wandered into town and somehow he convinced the mayor that there might be a meteor, right? A meteor landed up on the North Ridge.
A meteor? I didn't hear anything about it.
Nobody did. But this guy Zachary says that it landed about 4 in the morning a few days ago.
Well, how does he know?
The guy works over at the Garrett Observatory. You know that place over in Harford County? You know, Bert seems to think that he can help us with the killings. They're going out to look for the meteor tomorrow. Damn fools. They'll probably kill themselves up there in all that snow.
From what you told me, it's out there, about 3 or 4 miles.
And we've got to go by foot from here, huh?
Right, there's no roads back there. It's pretty rough terrain, mostly hills and gullies.
What in God's name is that? Well, it looks like my meteor is a spacecraft of some kind. Come on, Mayor. Let's take a closer look.
Zachary, I have to admit, that's one hell of a sight.
Yes, it is. Do you have any idea what this means, Mayor Wicker?
No, and I'm not sure I want to know.
Wait a minute. That noise.
What noise?
Zachary. Zachary. Where are you going? What's wrong? Where the hell do you think you're going? Be quiet. Please. He's trying to communicate with me. Are you all right? What happened? What was all that about? The blue light. Look, I'll explain later. We've got to get out of here fast. That thing is going to explode.
Spaceships? Creatures? What are you trying to feed us here?
Jack, would you just listen?
So when I knelt over the creature, my mind went momentarily blank. And then I was aware of a bright blue light. Then thoughts began to enter my mind. It wasn't really as though someone was talking to me, but I knew that these thoughts were there. The creature communicating with me was apparently transporting zoological specimens back to his home planet. Now, I know that he had 3 creatures that were captured in various parts of the galaxy, but something went wrong with his spacecraft and he was forced down to Earth. When the ship crashed, the alien was mortally wounded, and the electronic screens holding the specimens were deactivated, and the specimens were freed. Those creature specimens have obviously been killing your townspeople. Now, I know that the creatures are air breathers, or at least 2 of them are. And those 2 are basically non-thinking animal forms. Now, they're probably on the offensive in a strange environment, striking at anything that moves. But the alien communicated that the 3rd specimen is a clever thinking creature and a killer. The only thing I know about that 3rd creature is that it's hard to detect in bright light. I assume it must be some sort of an energy being. And that's it. That's all I know. The alien died, I guess. And the thought stopped right after it communicated that the spaceship was about to explode.
You really expect us to believe all that?
Jack, believe him. I was there. It happened. I saw it. Well, Mr. Zachary, what do you suggest we do? I guess we should call in the army on something like this.
Not necessarily, Mayor. I have a lot of equipment with me. And since this sort of thing is in my field, I think I can stop the creatures.
With what? I thought bullets didn't have any effect on these creatures.
Conventional weapons may not work, Miss Martin. But like I said, I do have some special equipment. Well, it's up to you, Mayor. If you'd like me to try, I'm willing to start right away.
Bert, you can do what you like. But these creatures have now killed several people, and I think the smartest thing we can do is evacuate the town, then call in the government. Let them take care of it.
It's tough. Believe me, folks. It's tough. Mr. Zachary, I'll give you a couple of days. If you can kill these creatures, fine. If you can't, we'll have to take the sheriff's advice.
Very well, Mayor. I'll get started right now.
Jack, I want you to give Mr. Zachary all the help you can.
Thank you, Mayor, but I would prefer to work alone on this. That's the way I function best.
Oh, whatever you think, Mr. Zachary. The sheriff will probably be better off watching the home front anyway. Well, Jack, keep on the alert for anyone calling in. If you need me, I'll be down at Luke's.
I'm going on patrol. I'll see you later.
Poor Jack. I think the mayor's making a terrible mistake.
Yeah, I know. I'm so sick of looking at dead bodies, I'm ready to leave town now.
And like you said, Edie, bullets don't have any effect on them. I wonder how Zachary's gonna kill the creatures.
What other ways are there?
I don't know. Bombs, gas.
Fire. Maybe you could burn them.
Fire, huh? Well, I better get back to my office. I'll see you 2 later.
me, Stephen.
You scared me to death.
Well, I'm sorry, but what are you doing out here anyway?
I don't know. Pete said the fire would kill the creatures, so I brought some gas. Well, I guess it was a stupid idea, but I just don't trust that Zachary. There's something about him I just don't like.
Yeah, he's an oddball, all right. Hey, you know, that gasoline idea of yours might not be too bad. You bring any matches?
Yeah, I got my cricket. Hey, you haven't told me what you're doing out here.
Same thing as you, I guess. I just can't sit still knowing those creatures are running around loose.
You realize, of course, that you almost ruined my chances of getting at this creature, don't you? Don't you?
Then you killed it. How?
It was simple enough to figure out. This is a hard-shelled insect form. Since bullets didn't penetrate it, I knew a different approach was needed. I've got a high-frequency speaker over there. In effect, what I did was use an extremely high-pitched sound to burst its shell.
What's that needle for?
I've extracted some fluid from the joint of this thing's claw. I'm sure it'll be the same poisons found in several of the victims.
Good thing you were here, Zachary.
Well, let me tell you something. I don't appreciate you two coming out here. I almost had this thing coaxed into the sound field when you two showed up and almost distracted it. Fortunately, you lured it back into my range. Look, I specifically said I wanted to work alone. Perhaps now you can see my reasoning.
Look, Mr. Zachary, despite what the mayor says, I have a right as a reporter to be out here, too.
Rights don't matter in a situation like this, Miss Martin. Now look, you either let me handle this in my own way or you go call in your army. But I think I have proven right here and now that I'm capable of dealing with these creatures.
All right, Mr. Zachary, we'll play the game your way. I apologize for the intrusion.
But he did save Stephen and Edie's life last night.
So he's killed one creature. Look, he said there were 3 altogether. And we haven't seen anything of the other 2. Look, they could be miles from this area by now.
I don't know. Zachary seems to think they'll stay around here since it's where the spaceship crashed and all. Anyway, look, I've got a crucial meeting with Mr. Farino about the entertainment complex. I'll be back in, say, an hour. Call me then and we'll discuss it further.
Yeah, right. Okay. All right, goodbye, Bert. Look, Pete, I'm going to go down the street and get some breakfast. I'm starved.
Okay. Take your time, Sheriff. I'll mind the store.
Hi, Pete.
Oh, Mary Jane, how are you?
I'm a lot better now, thanks.
Well, it's good to see you up and around. I know you've been through a lot.
Yeah. I heard that Susan went through it too, and it was probably worse than what happened to me.
Yeah, you were both lucky to get away.
I know. I talked to Mr. Zachary, and he thinks that our screaming may have helped keep the creature away.
Mm-hmm. He killed it with a high-pitched sound. And I guess the scream is pretty close to that.
I don't even like to think about it. It's like a nightmare, and I'm just so glad it's over.
Well, I'll be glad when it's all over.
I know. Well, I was on my way to Mayor Wicker's house to thank him for helping, and I just wanted to stop by and say hi.
Well, I'm glad you did. Now, you take care of yourself, okay?
I will. I'll see you later, Pete.
Okay.
Pete, you there?
Yeah, Sheriff, where are you?
I'm out Stemmers Creek Road. Look, I was thinking it over, and I'm convinced this thing should be in the hands of the government. So I'm going to run by the mayor's house and try to talk some sense into him.
Oh boy, he isn't going to like that.
Well, I don't care if he does or not. Anyway, Ruth's going to stop by with a report on the Bradford killing. So you take care of that for me, will you?
Okay, Sheriff.
Sheriff?
I need help. Get out to the mayor's place fast.
Oh, my God. The sheriff's in trouble. Get my car quickly, Stephen.
Well, don't you think we should let Pete take care of this, Aunt Ruth?
Will you hurry?
Lock the door behind me.
Is everybody okay? Stephen, Ruth, thank you.
You okay, Sheriff? I'll live. Well, it looks like you saved the day again, Zachary.
Well, I hadn't planned it that way. I came here to talk to the mayor.
By the way, where is the mayor?
He's dead, behind the garage.
Well, this thing won't kill anyone else, that's for sure.
Yeah, speaking of that, what did you use to kill it?
It's a specially designed weapon I devised myself. It fires a projectile placed at the tip, in this case a hypodermic needle which injects fluid upon impact with the target. Actually, that giant insect I killed last night helped kill this creature.
What do you mean?
Remember that poison I extracted?
Yeah.
Well, that's the same poison I shot into this creature. When the doctor said how lethal the poison found in the victims was, I reasoned that it might be lethal enough to kill one of these other creatures. It was a gamble, but it paid off.
Thinking about the mayor, Sheriff?
Oh, I guess a little bit. That and everything else that's happened. It's been like a crazy nightmare. Pete, will you get that for me? I don't really feel like talking.
Sheriff's office. Just a minute. Did you put in a call to a Mr. Dodds at the Garrett Observatory?
Yeah, my call about Zachary. Hello, Mr. Dodds. Sheriff Cinder, yes. Yes, sir. Yes, I talked to your secretary yesterday. Uh-huh. Benjamin Zachary. Ah, I see. Well, no, we'll handle it. Look, thank you very much, Mr. Dodds. Okay. Goodbye. My hunch was right. They never heard of a Mr. Zachary at the Garrett Observatory.
Zachary, are you all right?
You certainly are persistent, Miss Martin.
That thing you were fighting, where did it go? Is it dead?
It's quite dead. Your town is safe again now.
What kind of ungodly being was that?
It's called a lemoid, Miss Martin. It's a devilish creature capable of withdrawing the very life force out of other beings. The same creature responsible for that aged corpse that none of you could figure out.
I'm getting confused. If it can take the life out of others, why couldn't it kill you?
Oh, I have my own protective force against the lemoy, although it did weaken me.
I don't understand. You keep on referring to it as though you know it.
No, stop! That's close enough.
Why? What's wrong?
I'm surprised you haven't figured it out.
What? What do you mean?
Edie, don't you see? I am an alien too. These 3 creatures that I've killed, they're wild beasts brought to your Earth quite by accident. I knew the spacecraft had crashed in those hills. I used the meteor story as a cover.
Wait. This doesn't make any sense.
If you'll just listen a moment. That spacecraft was en route to my planet. The cargo, of course, were the 3 creatures who had been terrorizing your town. They were zoological specimens captured on distant worlds and being brought back to my world for study. That alien I communicated with was another intelligent being from my planet. Unfortunately, the craft malfunctioned and crashed here. I was sent to intercede with as little spectacle as possible.
I still don't understand. You're human like us and you speak English.
Humanoid, Edie, but not like your people. Our technology is extremely advanced. I was able to manufacture a disguise, and I learned your language through telepathy. I acted cold and distant because I knew the danger all of you were facing, and I wanted to keep you away from it. It was the only way I knew how.
Why are you hiding back there in the shadows?
The lemoid destroyed my earthly disguise, and although we are a peaceable race, to you I would look horrible.
I want to see what you look like.
No, please.